This is what I mean when the transphobia just comes out. The audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods. You don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person. But as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it. Like, hello?
Say, I'm gonna just keep it a bug. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. Let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about a fascinating subject today, okay? I love the woke civil war, okay? I really do. Watching people who, usually would agree with each other, who would be on the same team, who Democrats and liberals and progressives have tricked into believing that you all have the same interests, right? You're all the same, okay? And y'all just need to vote for us. Again, I love it when it comes full circle and these people realize that we're not the same. We don't have the same interests. In fact, our interests are competing, okay? And we got to talk about the current infighting between women, mainly black women, and trans women, okay, who are currently fighting over who rightfully owns womanhood and, by extension, periods, okay? As you saw at the beginning of this video, a trans woman came out and said, look, cis women, aka biological women, you are not the rightful owners of womanhood and, again, by extension, periods, okay? It's just not something that is unique to you guys, okay? We're real women too. But apparently biological women, they have taken issue with this, okay? And now they're upset with trans women for trying to basically claim ownership over womanhood or to share womanhood with them, okay? Again, including periods, right? And that's basically annoying a lot of biological women who feel like, biological men are invading their spaces.
While everyone is in an uproar about who can bleed and who can't, men have become so obsessed with women that they want to turn into one. And I find it quite flattering that womanhood seems so great to you guys. Y'all know me, you may not like what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. In recent conversation, there's been a lot of uproar between trans women and real women. In my opinion, I think the most misogynistic thing that a man can do is reject his biology as a man and go into women-dominated spaces telling other women how he's a better woman than them because it's based off of his feelings of how he perceives a woman to be, while walking in society emulating what he believes a woman looks like by replicating other women. When we're discussing womanhood, I cannot go to another woman and ask her what it feels like to be a woman, because being a woman is not a feeling. However, being a woman, I absolutely am subjected to my reproductive organs that identify me as a woman. And saying that doesn't mean that I'm less than a woman. It just means that that is the beginning of my woman origin and my woman experience. And for the women who can't have a baby, we still recognize those women as women because they do have the reproductive organs to do so. However, we also understand that something is medically wrong with them. I will give credence to the fact that women are not the only people who have a period if we're identifying them that way, because non-binary people or trans men actually can also have a period, but at the basis of it, we call those biological women. However, when you're talking about trans women, we understand that that is something that biologically impossible you cannot do. The power struggle here that comes into play is when there is a very small minority of people imposing onto a larger group of people that are telling them what they would like to be called, how they would like to be treated, how they would like to be pronounced, and how they would like to be identified, but then you're imposing terminology onto them that they have yet to accept. So I must appease your feelings calling you by the pronouns that you identify with as, because you have chosen to make this decision about putting on a wig and putting on nails and putting on a dress. However, when I tell you I reject terms like birthing person or breastfeeder or real woman or biological woman or cisgendered woman, at this point, then I should just understand and accept it because science says so. But science also says that the basis of your DNA, you are biologically a male. So why are we not listening to science all the way across the board? Seems a little hypocritical to me.
Now, again, this is a I told you so type of video, okay? I'm a third party in this, okay? So in this case, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna laugh because like the black people in Chicago that's complaining about illegal immigration, all I got to say is that, look, this is what y'all signed up for, right? This is the end result of feminism, right? This is the end result of feminism. This is the end result of voting Democrat, supporting progressives, okay, who push this type of stuff, right? Who are for kids being exposed to this type of stuff, which, again, in the future, what's going to happen, you're going to have more of these biological males that become women that basically try to, take over womanhood and claim ownership over womanhood and invade women's spaces. But again, we were called bigots, right? We were called bigots for saying, look, y'all don't want this, right? Look, y'all don't want all this stuff you're pushing for when it comes to feminism, trying to act like men and women are exactly the same biologically and that men can be women and women can be men. Look at what that has resulted in, right? Look where we're at right now. You have actual biological males trying to be women and basically trying to dictate what womanhood is, right? But hey, all these black women that are so upset, they're going to turn around and what they're going to do, right? They're going to go and vote Democrat. They're going to go and vote progressive because of the fight against the white man, right? The fight against the white man. The white man is enemy number one. All you so-called minorities, you're all the same. And you guys all should vote the same and think the same and be aligned with each other because the white man is enemy number one. When the reality is, it's not possible to be pro-minority or pro-all minorities. It's a silly thing to say because all so-called minorities are not the same, right? And this is why politicians who come out here and say, I'm pro-minority, I'm pro this group or pro that group, is silly, right? The only thing you can be is pro-American, right? Okay, and that's the only thing you really should be. Okay, when you're talking about being pro a group. Because again, all these different minority groups have different interests. So you're seeing the result of that. There's infighting, right? Which is what's going to happen. That is exactly what's going to happen. Look what's happening with Muslims in Canada, right? And what progressives are pushing in school when it comes to pride. Democrats, progressives, liberals told Muslims, oh, y'all should vote for us and get on board with our agenda because, hey, the white man, right? Conservatives are bad. But lo and behold, what are Democrats for? What are liberals for? What are progressives for? Therefore, pushing pride in school, pushing pride on kids, which is something Muslims are vehemently opposed to. Again, all minorities are not the same. You cannot be pro all minorities, right? Because they have opposing interests. It's really that simple. So without further ado, let's laugh, right, and get some entertainment from this trans woman basically going off on, biological women, right, because biological women are upset at trans women for basically trying to take over womanhood. So let's watch this.
A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. Let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do.
Boy, you notice something that I have picked up on? Women who become men or trans men don't try to mansplain to real men what it's like to be a man. Why is that? Right? Why is that? Because you have biological males or men who become women try to mansplain or womansplain, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure exactly what you call it in this situation. They try to womansplain or mansplain to real women or biological women what it is to be a woman, right? But you never see that in reverse. That's a fascinating observation.
Since they really want this real word, bitch, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl, it's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge. Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to a competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you.
Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Right? Again, we have a biological male that basically wants to be a woman, but they're claiming that nobody wants to be you. Fascinating stuff. Again, I'm a third party, right? I'm a third party, okay? I'm a third party. All I got to say is that I like my women to be, natural born women. But with that being said, I'm a third party that's just enjoying the entertainment of what a lot of these woke feminists signed up for, right? So I'm enjoying it, okay? Because at the end of the day, I like real women. I'm going to be with real women.
Bitch, I speak very frequently and openly about my penis, about the type of sex I have, about the type of men that I'm attracted to. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Y'all are just mad that people are really out here moving and happy, and y'all are really mad that people are being mistaken for you and getting more respect than you do. That has nothing to do with us. That is not a reason why you should be disrespecting us and trying to make it a big thing.
Yo, I have no clue how this works because I have no experience with trans women, right? But it sounds to me like, hey, some of these trans women out here are more feminine and treating some of these men better than the actual real women, right? And that's where some of the animosity's coming from, right? But hey, if I'm a man and I tell, biological women or real women, hey, maybe you shouldn't be so masculine. Maybe you should be more feminine. I'm called sexist, right? It's a problem, right? But lo and behold, you have a biological man that, hey, it seems like they know how to treat a man, right? To the point where, again, it seems to be some competition, right? It seems to be some competition. Now, all of a sudden, they're outraged, right? They're outraged, okay? Because, you have biological men kind of out feminine these biological women who we kept telling, look, you don't want to be men, right? Stop being so masculine, right? Tone it down, right? Embrace your femininity, okay? Again, this is just fascinating stuff.
Girl, don't nobody want no period. Don't nobody want no kids, because a lot of you hoes don't want no kids. A lot of y'all only have any kids to keep a man around. A lot of y'all only have kids because you're trying to make your mom and daddy happy. A lot of y'all are married or not even married, but the ones that are getting married are married to a man that don't respect you, probably beat you, don't give you the compliment, don't treat you like the real woman that you are. So why are you really mad at us? You're not really mad at trans women for considering ourselves women. You're mad because you don't really get respected as the woman that you really were born to be real in. Girl, stop taking all your frustrations and your disrespect down on other people. That has nothing to do with us. Anybody trying to take your place? Girl, the only reason why you feel some type of way is because we look like something. Girl, but at the end of the day, none of us are respected. And I tell y'all all the time, as a trans woman, if I would have known, I would still be a woman. But bitch, if I would have known the things the difference between being a man and a woman, girl, it sucks being a woman. Girl, do you think a person will really transition to still live a sucky life? People don't respect women. And when you are sexy, bitch, they only look at you as a sex object. Bitch, they f*** y'all ugly ass. Girl. You not mad at how men look at us because men anything.
Whoa.
So girl, let's stop making it about what men like or what who trying to fool who. Girl, niggas don't give a we don't have to fool nobody.
Yeah, I mean, well, those dudes that don't care, they suspect, right? I definitely care, right? I don't want no penises, okay? I definitely care. So again, that's why ultimately at the end of the day, I'm siding with biological women, right? I'm siding with real women. However, my advice to real women is that there's no way that a biological man can be a better woman than an actual woman if women, right, actually were more feminine, right? If they embrace their femininity more, and basically embrace their natural born role as women, their traditional role as women, and stop trying to compete with men, then you wouldn't have this problem. There's no way that this could be an issue. You wouldn't feel threatened by biological men who are attempting to be women, right? I'm just saying, I hope that's the end outcome of all this back and forth, right? I hope that biological women, real women, realize that, hey, we got to step our game up, right? Because if you got some of these dudes out here that's becoming women and they're taking our men, not me, right? Can't take me because I'm just not into it. Hey, maybe that says something about the state of the modern woman. I'm just saying. right? As a third party observer, right? I don't have a dog in this fight. If you have biological men who can be better women than women, okay, especially when you're talking about relationships, that signals that there's probably a big problem when it comes to modern women in regards to fulfilling the needs of men, okay? And I'm not saying that applies to all women. I'm sure there's some great real women out there, right? Natural born women who are very feminine, who, you know, are pleasing their man and that are doing their wifely duties, that embrace traditional gender roles, right? I'm sure those women are doing fine. They are not bothered by this. It is the women that have bucked that, right? That said, I don't want to be traditional, right? I don't need no man, okay? I'm independent, right? Those are the women, in my opinion, that have the most competition from these biological men, right? They're the ones that need to worry the most. Because again, these biological men, right, are out competing them and they're being better women than some of these women are. But again, this is why I advocate for women to embrace their traditional role as women. Embrace your femininity. Stop trying to compete with us. Stop trying to be men. You wouldn't have this problem. This wouldn't be a thing, right? It wouldn't be a thing. But hey, what do I know? What do I know, right? I'm just telling you to stop voting Democrat. Stop voting for this. Stop advocating for this stuff because I'm wise enough, we're wise enough to know what the end result is, right? That you really don't want the end outcome of this. But hey, this is what a lot of these people are signing up for. This is what our country's signing up for. I'm just going to laugh while it all goes downhill, right? Because that's the way it seems like it's going on a daily basis. It can't be saved. So I got to enjoy the destruction, right? The chaos, okay? That's the only way I can stay safe. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.